All right, so next we're going to talk about the third page of the library website, which is the Symbaloo page. Now, this is a very important page because, as you can see, we have a series of tiles here, and this is what a Symbaloo is really this collection of tiles. But each tile is actually a link to an outside resource, either a free resource or a resource that is paid for by the school district. So to access the resource, all you have to do is click on the tile that you want, and you will be taken directly to that website or that database or so on. When you look at the first row, you're going to see some tiles that are solely for the library. For example, these first two tiles are different ways to access the catalog. So if for any reason the catalog page isn't working or it isn't loading, you can try clicking on either of these tiles to access the catalog. We are also on social media, so if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can go to this site right here. Now, the second half of the first row and the entire second row are all links to resources that are designed to help you when it comes to research. Now, hopefully by now, most of you guys know that just going to Google and typing something in doesn't technically qualify as research. Something you need to get used to using are things like research databases, which you're going to see here. Like for example, this is the EBSCO research page. This is the Gale Science Research Database. We have Gale eBooks, Gale research articles, opposing viewpoints. Here we've got world newspapers, we've got World Book Online, and so on. We also have access to citation creators. So if you need to cite a source to make sure that you're not plagiarizing, you can go to one of these sites and it will tell you how to format it, or in some cases, help you format it by simply having you plug in all of the information to cite your source and then creating the citation for you. So, for example, let's say that you wanted to start your research using EBSCO. And this is a really good place to start your research because it's really very general in terms of research. It's going to have a little bit of everything. So when you click on it, it's going to take you basically to the home page. And you need to tell it basically what section of the database you want to research or what you want to use. Since we're in high school, we're going to pick Explore a High School. So once you click on that, it will take you to the database. So you are free to start searching for whatever topic you need research on. And there will be more detailed videos about how to use these resources on the online tutorials page of the website. Now, if you need help with writing papers, these two websites right here, these are links to online proofreading tools. For example, let's say that you're writing a paper for your English teacher. You can go to this website, copy and paste your entire paper into the website, and tell it things like what grade you're in, ninth grade, what kind of paper it is, maybe a research paper, and then hit grade my paper. And it will say things like, based on this criteria, we think this paper will get a C+. Now, hopefully for most of you, you're thinking, okay, I could probably do better. The website will then break down your paper and tell you basically the areas you can improve upon. It will say things like your sentences are too short and choppy. Try combining the sentences to make more complex sentences and increase fluency. Maybe your vocabulary is too low. Get a thesaurus and try raising your overall vocabulary score or usage. Maybe you use too much passive voice and not enough active voice. Maybe you had grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes. Maybe you plagiarized a section, so on. So then you can kind of go through your paper and actually fix all of the problems you had in it before you turn it into your English teacher. Next, in this fourth row, we have access to websites that are designed to help you guys get access to free or really cheap ebooks. So what these websites do is if you go on every day, or you can sign up to receive emails, they will tell you every day like where you can go to get free ebooks. It'll say things like, here are the free ebooks available on Amazon. Here are the free ebooks available on Barnes & Noble. Here are the free ebooks available on Google Play. So this way, if for any reason we have to go virtual or we can't be in school to access library resources, you can still be sure that you're able to get your hands on some good books without spending a whole lot of money. Now, the rest of these Symbaloo icons, these are all different kinds of things. Some of them are like college and career prep. Some of them help with math. Some of them are directly related to our makerspace, like creating 3D prints and coding and so on. Okay, our next page is our Gateway Award nominees page. Now, if you guys came from Troy South or Troy Middle, then you probably know about the Truman Awards, which are books that were considered the best of the best within a single year for students grades 6 through 8. Well, now that you guys are high school students, you get to read the Gateways. So these are books that are considered the best of the best for grades 9 through 12. So what happens is there is a committee that reads hundreds of books that are published within a single year, and they narrow down those books to the top 15 books for that school year. And what happens is they send that list out to libraries all across the state, and students across the state will read at least 3 of these 15 books over the course of the school year, and then cast their vote for their favorite book. Now, 3 is not that many. It's about 1 per quarter because we do our voting at the beginning of March. And this is a really big deal because at the end of the year, these authors who are nominated for these awards, they are invited to a big ceremony and convention where they are presented with this award. And so many authors have talked about how this is such a great award for them to receive because it was chosen for them by the kids they're writing for. They write these books for you guys. So for you guys to say that their book was the best, it really means a lot to them. Now, last year, out of the 15 winners, 15 nominees we had, here were the top 3 winners. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas took first place. One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus took second place. And Dear Martin by Nick Stone took third place. Now, the great thing about this, too, is we have all of these previous winners in the library as well. So if you don't want to read this year's nominees or winners, you can always read them from previous years. There's not a shortage of great books. But if you're interested in helping choose the winner for this school year, you can see on this webpage, I have put all 15 nominees for this school year and a summary of what the books are about here as well. So you can kind of go through and see which of the 15 books maybe sound the most interesting to you, because that's the other thing about the nominees that are so great. There's a wide variety. I mean, there's fantasy, sci-fi, realistic fiction, romance, sports, war. We even got books about zombies this year. So there's a nice wide variety of books to choose from. We even have a graphic novel that's been nominated for this year, Hey Kiddo. So if you guys are interested, I have all of these books in a special section of the library. All you have to do is read the book, give me like a 3-sentence review over what you thought about the book, and do 3 of those by beginning of March, and you'll have your chance to come to the library and cast your vote for your favorite book for that school year. So this is always something really fun to do, and it's exciting every year to see the list come out. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that opportunity. Next, we have our English 1 resources. Now, this is specifically designed to help you guys survive your English classes this year. Because, it's first year of high school, you might need all the help you can get. So what you'll find on here are resources that are directly tied to your curriculum. At some point this year, you will be reading parts of the Odyssey, probably not the whole thing, but you can actually see that I have the full audiobook to the Odyssey linked onto this page. And over here to the left, there's a breakdown of where the different books of the Odyssey start on this audio. So if you need to listen to just book 18 or just book 13, you can go to that time period or that time on the video and just start listening. Or if maybe you really enjoy it in class and you want to listen to the whole thing, you sure can. If you're having trouble understanding the language or the kind of more formal way the Odyssey is written, we also have Spark Notes videos that's going to kind of break down for you what's happening and also give you a visualization to kind of help increase your understanding of the book. You also get to start with Romeo and Juliet this year. It's your first year reading Shakespeare. Now, for those of you who are virtually learning, this could be really tough on your own. So we have right here the audio for the entire play. Now there are different people voicing different parts. There's sound effects, background music, and so on. So it really helps make the play really come alive if you can't read it in the classroom, or if you just need a little bit of a refresher. We also have a Lightbox book for Romeo and Juliet. So once again, if you need more help, simply click on the Lightbox book, and it's going to give you all the resources you need to help you understand Romeo and Juliet. Like if you don't understand the characters very well or who is who, here you can see all the different people and who they are in the play. So once again, just another way to help you be successful. And then of course you will also be reading Of Mice and Men. Now luckily Of Mice and Men is a fairly short book. There's only 6 chapters. Some of the chapters are broken down into multiple videos, but we have the audio for every single chapter of the book. So you can listen to Of Mice and Men completely on audio. Once again, we also have a Lightbox book available to help you understand the time period, the characters, what was going on, show you Google Maps of where that actually was that the author is referencing throughout the book. So once again, lots of great resources to help you be successful. Next, we have writing contests and reading challenges. So maybe you're a really big writer or a really big reader. This would be kind of a fun page for you. So if you're interested in writing contests, I have posted links to all of these writing contests that are available to teens. Now, some of them are free to submit your work, and some of them do charge a fee. So you'll kind of have to do a little research on your own to see which ones you're interested in. But we have a writing contest for all different kinds of writers. Like this one here, this one is more geared towards science fiction or fantasy. The next one, it's poetry. Here we have a songwriting contest. So if you want to look into the contest, you simply click on the image, and it's going to take you to the web page. So that way you can submit your creative writing. Maybe you want to be a novelist. In November, we have NaNoWriMo, which is a month-long writing marathon where you try and write a 50,000-word novel in 30 days. Thousands of people all over the world try and do it every single year, and it's a lot of fun, even if you don't make it, but it's a kind of fun goal to push towards. But let's say maybe instead of a writer, you're more of a reader, and you really want to push yourself now that you're in high school. We have some reading challenges here. Like, for example, the high school must-reads list, that's the classics. You always hear that there are classics you should read before you go to college. Simply click on the list, and it's going to give you 15 books that are classics that are recommended you read before you go to college. And you can read a little summary of the book, you can see the author, and you can see what genre they are. So if you really want to challenge yourself, this is a good place to go. We also have the pre-college list that's a little bit more diverse. Instead of just classic, it also includes some contemporary novels as well. Or maybe you want to challenge yourself to read a lot more diverse books this year. Maybe you're getting kind of set into a rut, falling in a rut. This is a list of 21 books that really focus on diverse characters, cultures, and values. Some of them are classics, and a lot of them are contemporary. So maybe you want to push yourself to read something outside of the box. This would be a good list to use. So once again, that's just kind of fun in there for you guys as you want. Next, we have the Meet Mrs. White page. That's me. Once again, if you don't really have to spend any time on this, but if you want to learn a little bit about my background, you can. But you can also see here, these are my favorite authors and some of my favorite quotes from these authors. And all of these books are available in the library because these women are amazing. All right, and last but not least, this page is currently under construction. I'm working on it for this school year to really help you guys have some digital resources to help you use some of our tools. So if you are on the Symbaloo and you don't know how to use one of the databases, or if you don't know how to use PaperRater to proofread your stuff, come to this web page on the website, and I'm going to have video tutorials that are going to walk you through all of the different resources. So that way you can be successful and use them in the way that's going to make things easiest for you. So this is currently under construction, but hopefully every week I will be adding tutorial videos for you guys to use so that way you can be successful. All right, I know that was a lot of information, but I hope that that little rundown kind of helped introduce you to our library website and made you aware of all the resources that we have available to you. So I really look forward to working with you guys this year, and I really hope I will get to meet all of you at some point this school year. Good luck, everybody.